In this video, I'm going to be building and reviewing the Newsstand from Funwhole. So let's go. The Newsstand set is part of Funwhole's Town Life collection. It retails for $35 US, contains 556 pieces, and what's most interesting about this, it also contains a light kit. Thank you to Funwhole for sending this for my build and review. This is my very first Funwhole product, and I'm super excited about it. Oh yeah. Nice, beautiful instruction manual. Oh, light kit. The contents of the set include numbered bags for 4 building stages. We also have a bag titled F that's got our minifigure and some specialty parts. We've got a separate bag with some larger plates, our light kit, a service card, and the instruction manual, which is pretty cool. I was looking at it. Gives you a little bit of a brief background of Funwhole. It was founded in 2014, so this year it's celebrating 10 years. We've got the package list for the light kit, some safety precautions, and then we get into the building. As mentioned previously, this set is part of their Town Life collection, but they also have other collections. Look at this, all these retro houses. That's so cool. The steampunk world, fantasy, ancient architecture, the Old West, vacation, and Middle Ages. The instructions have been easy to follow so far. I like how they indicate the length of the tile, so you know what you're putting down. And the colors of the elements match perfectly with reality. There's no confusion between light and dark gray. I haven't gotten to the tans yet, but the colors of the book are very accurate. And by the way, these pieces are of good quality. There's good clutch power, and they're compatible with Lego. This is my very first light kit that I'm doing, so I'm probably not going to do it perfectly well. Like, for example, though I was able to get these tiles down and that wire running between the light and dark gray tiles, this 1x8, I just can't get it pushed down all the way. And it might be because there's little kinks in the wire and it's just not perfectly straight. So maybe if I was to straighten that out and spend a little bit more time doing that, I'd be able to flatten that tile all the way down. Oh yeah, look at that. I got it flattened out. And the tool that I used to accomplish this was a tool that most builders would have on hand. I think all builders. Yeah, a separator, a brick separator. So what I did was I just kind of pushed on that wire to put it underneath that gray tile and gently pulled on it from this end to straighten it out. And then once that became wedged underneath that tile, I was able to put the dark gray one on, and there we go. Here's how you would go about assembling the minifigure. As far as articulation goes, we've got the rotating head. The arms can swing back and forth. The legs can move, as you would expect. And we've got rotation around the waist. Oh yeah, the wrist can spin as well, as the handpiece is separate from the arm. There are no stickers in this set, so all of the decorations you see are done with printed elements. This build for the refrigerator is really satisfying. I'm now on to building stage 3, and look at here, we've got more printed elements. Batteries are not included in the set, so you'll need a pair of CR2032s to power up this thing. Or as an alternative, you can have a power bank, but you're going to have to purchase that individually. Once you have your batteries installed in the battery box, just simply close it shut, and the whole box just slides into place in between these panels. I think that's so cool. We're going to run this wire through this hole here and plug it in here. There we go. Oops, I forgot to put a brick down between these panel sections so that you can access the on-off switch. There we go. The build is now complete. Let's just add on the roof, our newspaper salesman, the Vespa, and a bicycle. Wow, I'm blown away by what I just built here. I'm truly inspired by this. No, it's not Lego, it's next level. The amount of realism, detail, and thought put into this build is amazing. I'm genuinely impressed. The model sits on a 16 by 24 stud footprint and includes the sidewalk. The newsstand itself is so dense and so compact with lots of detail, and I love it. There's not any space left without attention to detail. The building techniques were interesting. There was never a dull moment. And in fact, the light kit added to the building interest, switching it up from laying down bricks and plates to wiring up the set. The building experience was new, and wiring it up makes the build feel more realistic. You're not just a builder now, you're an electrician as well. I'm going to show you this set lit up soon with lights dimmed down low, but let's first appreciate the detail in full light to see what's there. Amidst the bustling streets stands a newspaper kiosk that has been part of the city for decades, bearing witness to urban transformations and people's lives. The proprietor of the kiosk, Albert, age 70, arrives early every day to set up an array of newspapers and magazines, ready to welcome the customers who come to make their purchases. During rare moments of leisure, Albert takes pleasure in savoring a rich cup of coffee, while immersing himself in his favorite newspaper. As people pass by, they often pause, casting their eyes upon the latest newspapers and magazines within the kiosk, engaging in conversations about current news and topics. Albert, too, enjoys conversing with the customers, listening to their stories and experiences. His newspaper kiosk is not merely a business, it stands as a testament to the vital importance of community connection. I did not make up that story. It's in the manual, and I love it. The newsstand is primarily dark green in color, with highlights of white. The awning has sand green and is retractable, so you can adjust that to your liking. There's all the way out, all the way in. We'll leave it all the way in so we can see the details inside a little bit better, but it's a nice feature. It's wedged in between some tiles, which allows it to do that. Really like the build of the refrigerator, how you just slide in that little assembly there. Again, everything with decorations are done with prints. There's no stickers. The little fire hydrant is a clever build. But just all of the newspapers, the city maps, letters, just adds so much to this set. The golden side for the pinnacle of the roof was a nice touch. Coming around the back, you'll see the wires exposed. There's an extra port to connect a power hub. Now this USB connector is included, but the power hub is not. So you'll have to purchase that individually. You've got this door, that's how Albert gets in. I like how the builder of this newsstand thought about keeping away the birds with all of these spikes on the roof, even the sigh at the very top. Well, that didn't work. A bird still found a spot to land on. Well, that's life. Anyway, in my story presentation, you saw that this could spin around to reveal another ad poster. Got a bicycle over here, hanging umbrella that you don't have to purchase but is used for sharing rather, and some magazines and newspapers to go back to the front. On the desk we've got a $10 bill, a phone, and maybe a quill and pen. Here's the Vespa or moped that Albert most likely drives to work every day. Popping off the roof and extending the awning, we'll take a look at the interior, which has this removable desk. It's just attached to a couple studs. And there's that build. Looks like we've got an open book, but with blank pages. It's a nice touch. We've got an LED strip right here with two LEDs inside. There's an LED light in this display case and one in the lamppost. And here's a look at the rest of the interior. There's studs for Albert to stand right here or there. I like the use of this flex tube for hanging the newspaper. You've been so patient. Now it's time to light this up and see the transformation. As you're glazing over the beautiful effects of this light kit, let me go over the good points of this set. There's so much detail and realism. This build is so compact, especially the Newsstand itself, but so dense and so finished off, 360 degrees. Sure, you see some wires, but that goes with any lighting kit. The wires are pretty well hidden from the front and from the sides. There's no stickers. Everything's done up with prints. The inclusion of the light kit, now normally this would be a thing that's sold by a third party, and you would need to break down your model to install it. But with the lights included in the original build, that's awesome. That's genius. And the price, $35 US is a steal. But if you go to Funwhole's website and subscribe to their newsletter, by just simply providing an email, you get 10% off. It's free and it's that easy. If you think you're going to buy this, please use the affiliate link in the description of this video. That'll help me out. The box is definitely a keeper. You can actually put everything back inside if you're creative enough. The instruction manual fits perfectly. This whole set, you can just set it down in here, remove the roof, put it to the side here. You will have to disassemble some tiling to lay this lamppost down. There's the USB connector for the power hub, and these are some spare pieces, which include 5 extra hands and 2 arms. I really don't have much bad to say about this set, other than there could have been an inclusion of another figure, and the figure itself. Now this is the first time I'm experiencing a Funwhole figure. Articulation is pretty good, except for the shoulder area. The arms can swing, but they can't pivot, so his arms go way too close, way too inward towards his body, and it kind of is annoying at times. I wish there was a little bit more articulation in that shoulder to bring it away. Also, the proportions are pretty good, except for the feet. I would like some extension in the front for the toes, and the arms, again, the upper arms especially, they're thin. But I mean, it's a nice cartoonish figure nonetheless. Though the hands can fit to bar-sized elements, it's really hard to position this figure onto a bike or Vespa. I think it can be done. I haven't tried the bike yet, but the Vespa, well, let me try that again. All right, attempt 2. Just attach one hand at a time. Extend this over. It's a bit of a stretch. Just gotta rotate that wrist a little bit, and there we go. Okay, so it's not the best look. Also, the figure doesn't have any way of securing the studs when sitting down. But if you don't like the figure, well, just use your own. All right, here's a better pose. We've got Albert examining his traffic ticket for parking his Vespa too close to a fire hydrant. Anyway, this is not Lego, so this is probably not for you. You don't want to buy this, right? I was that person too. I just recently opened my mind to building and reviewing alternative brick-built sets, and after building this, I questioned myself. Why am I a Lego purist? This has everything and more at a better price. This is not a knockoff brand. Funwhole has original ideas and uses high-quality bricks and pieces, and this set provided me so much inspiration that I can't wait to build my next Funwhole set. Fortunately for myself, I don't have to wait because I've got it right here. This is what I'll be building next, so stay tuned.